Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with this week's edition of 90 Days and 900 Seconds, The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 14. Never say, I regret. Always say, I learned. And that is not true for these fools this season. If I was going to give this episode a grade, I would give it a solid B. And TLC, F you tricked me. I thought this was the season finale. The commercial said 1 more week before the tell-all. Technically, they were not lying. Next week, we are going to see a tell-all episode, but 1 more episode of The Other Way before the tell-all. So technically, next week, they will be squeezing in a season finale episode and then a tell-all episode. Anyway, so let's set 900 seconds on the timer and let's jump right in. So anyway, first of all, we have Jen and Rishi. So we start off with cheers with tea with Myra, Randy, and Jen. And, Jen is happy because she finally got clarification on what she thinks her relationship with Rishi is. But as Myra and Randy point out, she needs to clarify the whole joint household situation. But what Jen doesn't know at the moment is that Rishi's family is freaking the fuck out over her age. They are like, hell to the no. You are not marrying a woman her age. Like, we are not accepting that. Hell to the no. And Rishi's mom told him straight out, how am I going to have grandchildren if you marry this old woman? So Jen is thinking that everything is okay. And all they have to figure out is this, joint living situation. But in reality, things are not okay. So finally, Rishi works up the balls to tell Jen that his family is not going to accept the age difference. Not, as in N-O-T, not going to accept the age difference. And Jen is like, you know something, dude? Stop wasting my time. And she takes off her ring. She takes off the ring, guys. Sorry, my allergies are horrible. She takes off her ring. Holy crap. So she gives him the ring back. And she tells him, you know something? That's it. Stop wasting my time. It is over. Over. Rishi cries. And Jen is like, that's it. It's been 3 years. There is no way that you are going to convince your family to accept my old American ass. So that's it. I'm out. So she's out. Yeah. So that's how their storyline is ending. Jen is realizing that after 3 years, she's wasting her time. 3 years, 2 trips to India, a wasted visa, and it's a waste of time. Okay. Moving on. We have Gabe and Isabel. Now, this is supposed to be a happy day, but of course, there has to be drama. So first we start off with Gabe, and he's preparing for his wedding day by clipping his nose hairs. I'm sorry. There's certain things I do not want to see while I'm trying to eat dinner. So he's clipping his nose hairs. So he's preparing for his wedding day where he gets a text from Monica, his sister. Monica's not coming to the wedding. Apparently, Gabe and Monica had an argument the night before. Okay? And Monica, she's a shit stirrer. Yes, I said it. Monica is a shit stirrer. So basically, they were all out of the place. And, Isabel was taking a little bit long to come because she's getting stuff ready. She's the bride. It's right before the wedding. And, she's taking a little bit long to get there. So by the time she's ready to get there, Monica's ready to leave. And Gabe is like, let's just wait a little bit longer for her to get here. And Monica's like, no, I'm ready to leave. And Gabe is like, I think we should wait a little bit longer. And Monica, of course, is being the shit stirrer, going, well, I don't think this is a good relationship if you can't talk to her, if you're afraid to talk to her, and blah, 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 blah. And it turned into a whole big fight, an unnecessary fight, which spills over into the next day. And now Monica decides that she's not going to her brother's wedding, which is fucked up. In my professional opinion, it is fucked up that she is going to make herself the center of attention on her brother's wedding day, and she is now going to endear herself to her sister-in-law, in my professional opinion. So anyway, their mother, of course, is stuck in the middle because she doesn't know what the hell to do with herself because her daughter is ruining her son's wedding day. And yeah, so Gabe is understandably upset. Now we have Isabel, the bride, who, of course, is feeling bride stress. Brides feel stress on wedding days, and she's having a moment with her father. Her father is so happy about this wedding day. Her father is such a pure soul. I love this man. Her father is like, we will always be there for you and Gabe, no matter what. And Isabel goes off to the farm to get ready for the wedding, and she has a point. Where the hell is her groom? All he has to do is take a shower and get dressed. Where the hell is he? But little does she know, he is dealing with drama because his selfish sister has to make herself the center of his wedding day. So all I have to say is she better get her shit together because she will not endear herself to her sister-in-law, and Isabel has every right to be pissed the fuck off. Just saying. So now, moving on to the center of the show. And I say the center of the show, and excuse me, I need to grab my prop here. Miss Debbie. So, Miss Debbie, she's not having it. First of all, I honestly, guys, sorry, I have fuzzies in my face, would like to know why Osama and his sister met at a coffee shop and greeted each other like they haven't seen each other in 10 years. Don't they live together? Just asking. So, Osama and his sister meet each other at a coffee shop, and Osama explains that he lost his temper in the countryside with Miss Debbie, and therefore he lost his mind. So, the expression on his sister's face, she's sitting there, and I swear she's thinking, boy, you better fix this because you have fucked up the bag for all of us. You know we needed that visa, and you have fucked this up for all of us. You better fix this. I swear that's what she was thinking. But she says to him, if you really love Debbie, you need to show action from your side. But we all know she was thinking, you fucked up the bag, Osama. You better go fix this, Osama. You better write her a poem or something, Osama, because you have fucked up the bag. So, he calls Debbie and he asks to meet up with her. So they meet up at a cafe. And let me tell you, Miss Debbie, she needs a Texas-sized margarita and is a desert in Morocco for margaritas. So, Debbie's not having his shit. She is not having his shit. She's not listening to his smooth talking. And all Osama is about documents. That's all he cares about is documents. Miss Debbie was willing to lay the foundation for a life for them in Morocco. But no, All Osama cares about is a visa and getting to America. So Miss Debbie did what any self-respecting lady would do. She packed up her peacock fans. She packed up her antique jewelry, and she hightailed it out of Morocco. That's it. Bye-bye, Morocco. Bye-bye, Osama. And she hightailed out of there with her dignity and grace. And like Miss Debbie says, don't write a check that your ass cannot cash. So, he's a liar. He is a low-down snake in the grass. And it's a good thing that Miss Debbie figured it out when she did, before she was bamboozled and fleeced. So, moving on to being bamboozled and fleeced. Jeymni and Kris. And I will tell you why I say that. It's a medical miracle, guys. Do you realize that? It is a medical miracle. Kris has been miraculously cured. So first of all, Kris is returning to Colombia. And she has some pep in her step. Do you notice that? Anyway, so she's going back to Colombia to deal with her relationship. And the first night, you know, they dressed up in their matching unicorn onesies and they did TikToks. Jeymni put her best face on. They met up. They were so happy to see each other that night they dressed up in matching onesies and did TikTok dances. Kris, who was in so much pain just a couple of weeks ago, matching onesie doing TikTok dances with Jeymni. Just saying. Second day, she rented a huge place. Pool, cake, decorations to celebrate Jeymni's birthday. The one that's complaining that she has no money to send home to Jeymni rented this place, cake, balloons, everything to celebrate Jeymni's birthday. A month late, but better late than never. So Kris, who has neck issues, is in excruciating pain 24/7, did a dive into the pool, guys. Oh my goodness. And then her and Jeymni were frolicking in the pool like, lovers do. You would think that she had no pain whatsoever. Okay, so after they had their little fun in the pool, they get out of the pool, and Jeymni really wants to have a conversation with her, okay? Because even though they're having a good time, her second day back, it has been 5 months. And Jeymni feels like she doesn't have a wife, okay? She married this woman, and then she left her. And she feels like she doesn't have a wife, and she really wants to address this. And immediately, Kris flips the fuck out. And this just turned into an argument, okay? Jeymni's trying to talk to her about the money issue. She quit her job. Hard for her to find a job. The rent. She can't tell the man, listen, I don't have the rent today. I'll pay you next Tuesday. No, she has to pay the man the rent on the day that the rent is due. And it just turns into a screaming fight. And don't raise your voice at Kris. Do not raise your voice at Kris, because she will get up and run out of the room. And that's how that ended, basically. She got up and she ran out of the room because Jeymni had the nerve to raise a voice at her. Shit show. It's all I have to say. And speaking of shit shows, we are finally going to end this episode with the shit show known as Yohan and Daniele. So, Yohan decides to invite Talon out for a pickup basketball game, because not only was he, kind of regretful the way he treated Talon, he decided to check the guy out one-on-one and to see what he is all about. And since Talon's a professional basketball player, why not check the guy out on the court? So Yohan and Talon and their big feet played a pickup basketball game together. And even though Yohan fudged the rules a little bit, it was a close game. Talon had fun. They sat down, they had a conversation, and Yohan realized that Talon doesn't want to fuck Danielle, and it's all good. So he apologizes. Everything is good between him and Talon. But everything is not good between him and Danielle. So he and Danielle are having a beach day. What they do a lot in DR, have a beach day. And Yohan tries to explain to her that even though he is good with her friend Talon, he is not good with the level of disrespect that Danielle has for him and their relationship. And of course, Danielle, being the condescending little troll that I believe she is, would not get it. She expects Yohan to change his thinking, to change his actions, to change his beliefs, and to change every single thing about him, but she refuses to compromise. And that is what bothers me the most about Danielle, because she has a whole list of things that she wants to change about her husband, but she refuses to listen to anything that bothers him about her. So that was another argument that I blinked, it turned left. Next thing I knew, she was wearing her big beach hat over her face, refusing to listen to him, and then she was on a floaty in the ocean. So she's questioning whether she is meant to live in DR for a year by herself. Hey, if you're thinking that way, then maybe you shouldn't be married. Just saying. So that was this week's episode. Next week is the official finale. We shall see. Gabe and Isabel. Will Monica show up to the wedding? Apparently, Mahu, you're a bad, bad boy. You chat with other girls, and Nicole caught you by looking through your phone. We shall see what happens next week. So please, guys, if you don't subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Please like this video, share it with a friend or 10, and please check out my online site, wordonthestreetreality.com, for all the tea you know you need. Thank you so much. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye.